Hey everyone, my name is Marisa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So since you guys last saw me do my foundation, it's been a hot minute and my preference in terms of foundation has completely changed. I prefer now a more sheer skin-like, which is the key word for me, but super dewy and luminous, still defined, but no harsh lines in terms of contouring or highlighting. And I wanted to share with you all of the tips and tricks I've learned so far on how to get this look. So basically, the only lip balm that I use at around this time is this one. I use it so much that the name has scratched off, so I'm just gonna show you my backup. Yes, I have a backup. It's the M.A.C lip balm, and I know, okay? It's very expensive, but I promise you it really, really works. This is the Fenty Pro Filter Primer. I've been using this for a little bit of time now, and I love that it smells like violets. Like, it smells so good. So for foundation, even though we're having a little party on inexplicably just the right side of my face, like this side is fine, I still love a good sheer, dewy, beautiful coverage, and then I go in and spot conceal the, red, angry looking spots. My favorite foundation is Face and Body, and honestly, just don't try any other face and body foundations from any other brand. This is the one, and it's so good. I'm obviously talking about the M.A.C Face and Body Foundation. It's water-based, so you get that sound, Mike? You have to work a little bit fast with Face and Body because it actually has like a film former technology, so it actually becomes like water resistant when you finally blend it in and it sets. I was recently given the Clarisonic Mia Smart. I used to use my Clarisonic all the time, and then I kind of stopped using it. I don't understand why. I should probably start using it more often now that I've got one, but it has a foundation brush head, but it basically oscillates the way that a Clarisonic brush oscillates, but it helps to blend in your foundation. So let's try this out. See how that just got rid of like the redness, but you can still see like all my freckles, these guys, but like it's so dewy and like hydrated and fresh. Face and Body is a water-based foundation, so all of this dewiness that you're seeing is literally water, which I love. And it also has a film former in it, so you have to work kind of fast, use a synthetic brush, or honestly use your fingers. Before I had this, I used my fingers, and you just kind of buff and buff and buff and work it into your skin until you'll actually feel it start to set and like solidify and not be so watery. Recently I was sent the All Hours concealers from YSL, and I was sent a super light highlighting shade, and then what I think was my summer shade, which I'm not, this is like an aspirational shade for me at this point in time. So what we're gonna do is just like mix the two of them together to get the right amount, just to, honestly, there's nothing worse than environmental changes for getting like just crazy skin reactions. Quite a bit of concealing we gotta do on this side. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that lighter shade and then just put it right, literally right just under the eyes where I wanna bounce light away. This is really just using the concealer to bounce light away, and this is the only highlighting that I'm going to be doing with an actual concealer. A lot of other beauty gurus you'll see kind of highlighting the entire face. It's like they basically shouldn't have even been using a foundation because it's like, it's a full face of concealer basically at that point. I think that that's a really great look for if you're going full coverage. But like me, if you're using Face and Body, I think the best thing to do is just to bounce the light away from a place that really needs it. So like right under the eyes, I have a little bit of sallowness. And then using a highlighting and contour palette to do your highlighting and contour, and that's gonna give you a lot more of a natural finish. My face still smells like that Fenty primer. It smells lovely. On to, like I said, highlighting and contouring. I love this palette. I recently just got it. It's a Shade and Light palette, but it is the cream version. Oh boy. It's dirty, but it just means that I use it a lot. I use this shade and this shade to contour, and then this shade and this shade to highlight. I have heavily used this brush for over a year. It's the Heavenly Luxe No. 7 complexion brush from M.A.C Cosmetics. I don't understand why I love it so much. I just do. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a mixture of the two contour shades. A little bit down here. And I'm gonna grab whatever I have left on the brush. It's very little, and then just take it down the sides of the nose. And kind of into that kind of crease of the eye. Okay, so now on to highlighting. So I'm gonna grab some of this peachy shade here, just by itself. So where I highlighted with the concealer was right there. So I'm gonna take it below and kind of create that triangle. See the difference there? It's like a full triangle of light, just like that. And then finally, for the rest of the face, I'm just gonna mix a little bit more of that yellow. And we're gonna cut out a little bit here of the contour. Next, I'm gonna be grabbing some of the Fenty matchsticks. I have 3 shades here that I really like. One is called Starstruck. These are such an interesting texture. They're like, see how reflective that is? They're basically like very, very, very matte. Almost like you wouldn't need to powder at all, but they're just, I don't know, they don't look like cakey on the skin at all either. So that one right there is a blush, and it's called Yacht Life. And then this one here is called Amber, and it's a contour shade. You can use a brush, but I'm just gonna apply it straight from the bullet right there. This is the Nude Sticks Nudies in Oh Honey, and it is a very special highlighter. I've never tried a texture like this before. It's basically like a gel, but it looks wet on the skin. If you're going for that like dewy vibe, this is it, chief. Oh my god, I totally forgot. I also am obsessed with this. This is the M.A.C Hyper Real Foundation. I'm just gonna put some on top because you guys need to see what this looks like. It's called Hyper Real Foundation because there originally were foundation shades that were like this highlighter basically mixed into your foundation shade, and people were obsessed with it, but it was kind of before the highlighting time and it got discontinued, but it recently got brought back. And y'all, it is so beautiful. See how it added just like a little touch of gold? I love that. And then to bronze up my face, we've already contoured, but to bronze up my face, I like to sometimes use more of a cream thing too. This is also another Nude Sticks product. This is the Nudies, but it's a tinted blur. So it basically is like, it's kind of like a foundation, but it's not. It's just like, the best way I can describe it is it's kind of like a blurring primer, but you can use it as a foundation or as kind of like a base to your skin. It literally like blurs over the skin. It's kind of like powdery, and I like to use it just for a little bit of warmth. Just a little. But it's so much warmer than the contour, and that's what's gonna give you warmth back to your face. It's like a powdery type of like blur to the face. So we've just done all this work to make our skin look radiant and luminous and skin-like. So the last thing I really want to do is overly powder the skin, but I'm going to show you how I powder the skin so that it doesn't move, but your skin still looks super luminous. This is the Studio Fix contour palette. 3 shades of highlight and contour. The thing I like the most about this palette is that all of these highlighting shades have like a pearl to them. So when you powder down, it still gives you some light reflection, and it's not going to look as flat as it would when you normally just kind of powder down your skin. And let me show you. So I'm gonna take this brush, the M.A.C 133 brush. It's like a little kitten paw. And I'm gonna take these 2 shades here, and I'm just going to press under the eyes. And then I'm also going to put a little bit right here, kind of above the brow. You don't want any of these like hot spots right here, because that's what makes you look oily. You might want to chisel out under here just a little bit. I need to set around the nose because that's the first area that goes for me. So there we go. It's still super dewy, still super luminous, but I promise that all of this is going to stay all day. This is my Charlotte Tilbury powder and sculpt brush, and I just grabbed a little bit of the contour shade, and I'm just going to blend from the hairline. If you have too much on your brush, just kind of go to the other side. Go back in with your powder brush and kind of blend everything in. We gotta add the glow back somehow, and my favorite ever highlighter is this one. This is the M.A.C Extra Dimension Skin Finish. My favorite formula of highlighter ever. It's cream to powder. I cannot stop talking about this highlighter. And my favorite brush, the only brush that I use with it, is the Morphe M510. It's like everybody uses this brush. I just like that you can lay the color down, but then you can also kind of buff it in, so it really does look like an unnatural but naturally placed glow. And then like the best part about this is that if you're one of those gals that doesn't like to use brushes for some reason, I know there's people out there like that, you can just use your finger, and because it's cream to powder, it's not gonna cake up. This is Brow Power by IT Cosmetics, and I just really like it. It's the Universal Taupe shade. Okay, so I am done basically, but the last and most important step is to sandwich everything down, not only to set the makeup, but to add a little bit of moisture to the skin. And I'm gonna use the OG of all setting sprays, which is M.A.C Fix Plus. This is the rose scent, which is my #1 favorite of all of them. It smells so good, and it's pink. This one has like hydrating properties to it as well, which is just the most important. And then it just kind of blends all the different layers of makeup and creates one layer, and then your skin looks like skin again. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because it helps other people see my video. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss any more of my YouTube videos. And also leave me a comment down below letting me know what's gonna get you through this winter. For me, it's the thought that I'm gonna be going to Thailand to see my family next year. So yeah, that's about it. Still not good at outros. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.